What's up, y'all? So today, I know not many people do this, but today I am going to backtest live with you. Now, why this is important is because you guys should be learning how to backtest eventually, and practicing obviously is one of the most important things you can do in trading. So, since I was just going to backtest, I might as well backtest a single day live with you guys to just kind of show you how it is. We'll be doing a lot of these backtest sessions in the next month to next couple months for sure. But yeah, with that being said, let's get into this. You guys don't really have to know much about anything to just watch me do this. If you guys have watched all the videos coming up towards this moment, then everything should be fine for you guys. It's not like you're exactly going to know what I'm doing 100%, but you will be able to just kind of see what I do for the first time. I'm sorry I haven't really made a YouTube video in a while. I am kind of busy going through it. So that's that. So when I trade, the first thing I do is I mark out market open, then New York market open, macro start, and then New York market close. So market open when they start pushing actual volatility, 8 a.m. New York market open, 8:30, macro open, macro start, whatever you want to say, 8:50. Some of this may be 9:50 for you guys, depending on where you live. I am in Chicago time zone, so that's that. And then obviously market New York open closes at 10, so we put this line at 9:55 because basically what happens is when you backtest, this candle starts at 7:55. Since it's the 5-minute, this candle has completed the 5-minute period. So right here would be 8 a.m. and that will open up right there. Hopefully that makes sense. So backtesting, you're a little bit in the future sometimes, and you have to do things correctly to not really know the future as much, because the goal is to practice and get pretty good, right? Not really guess, but not really know what's going on. You want to do this correctly. Okay. Then after I mark out the time periods, I will go to the 1 hour and I will find my bias and mark out points of liquidity. So in some of this, I'm going to be talking to myself, just being quiet so I can actually concentrate. I hate to break it to y'all. On Friday, I had market analysis paralysis for the first time in a bit. I was kind of confused and all over the place. Oh shit. I think I missed a trade. I'm pretty positive I missed a trade. Which isn't like ideal, but it's better than losing, I guess. Okay, so we are all the way down here. We've just grabbed this big point area on NASDAQ, probably causing SMT on both charts. So we will mark that out. Do I think it's going to go any lower? Possibly. Maybe we look for a retracement, right? But, fuck. Retrace. Okay. I'm expecting a retrace since we just formed SMT. I'm thinking it's probably going to be like this, okay? We're going to keep going down. I'm thinking, you know, little retrace, come down here. Maybe we get to grab this point on NASDAQ and also grab this point on S&P. Not sure. Maybe it's looking like we also do this and then kind of go down a little bit on NASDAQ, whereas on S&P we then grab this point and then we keep going up, you know, grab these highs and maybe do a bigger retrace and then go wherever. But by this time I would be off the charts, of course. Okay, so that looks pretty cool. Now I'm going to mark out the first. Okay, so remember what we were talking about, prominent highs and then high time frame highs. Usually the first high and low I can catch are going to be just like a prominent high time frame high, and this thankfully is a pair, which makes it far better than just a single. Then we have prominent highs. We have London highs right here. Okay, and is it a pair? Fuck yes it is. Am I going to mark out these non-session highs? No, because I don't care. I have them marked out down there. I'm not here to mark out every point, just the important ones. Okay, and I'll make sure you guys truly understand this when you're trading in the future. Today's gonna be a little confusing. You do not know how. You literally do not have to come out of today knowing everything. There's just no point. You're not good enough yet for that, which is fine. But as long as you can see kind of what I'm doing, maybe this can help. I figured maybe this can help. Are we gonna go up 2%? Fucking maybe. Are we gonna have time to trade after going up over 2% on NASDAQ? Probably fucking not. So I'm not gonna mark out any more highs. Now we're gonna mark out the lows. Obviously we gotta fix this SMT ASAP. So there's that. I am curious. I am pretty sure this is a pair. I think if I remember, this was a pair. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Well. Ah, dude, I'm itching. Fuck. We grabbed those lows already. So sadly, this point right here is not a pair. So we're not going to mark it the same color. This point was taken. And we have a pair for the major lows. Sorry if my chair is a little bit freaking loud. Oh, so I basically have fucking autism. I am making weird things with my faces or with my face. Sometimes I can't speak, and this is just what happens when you're not fucking normal and you don't want to go to college and you want to fucking trade and make money and then fucking buy a nice car and take your parents on vacations and then die and cease to exist. Like, I guess I'm just different. Maybe not in a good way though. But in all honesty, guys, does it really matter? No. It does not. Okay. So, I mean, do I think we're really going to move all the way down here? Yes. Do I think we're going to move farther down? Maybe. If we move farther down, are we going to be able to make a trade after we touch those lows? Probably. We're going to run out of time, so I'm not going to mark any lows. Yeah, first things first, I am expecting a little bit of a retrace, okay? And then we can go down more. Or, depending on some fair value gaps, I might have to take it easy. Depending on what the price is showing me, this could be smooth or bad. I was very confused on Friday for some fucking reason. Market analysis paralysis, but here we are. So now we will go to the 5. I am okay. Yes, I would trade this retrace, okay? And then if we come into freaking, I mean, do I really care about EQ? Or do I just kind of care about this? Those fair value gaps. Right. Okay. So yes, I would like to target a retrace. I wouldn't target these lows because I really think there's going to be a retrace coming up prior. So we can just then maybe take out this SMT. Okay. So I wouldn't target lows until we have a small retrace of some sort. You know, if we touch this fucking fair value gap, this 1 hour fair value gap, and by the way, I haven't marked it out because I don't want to. It's too much stuff on my screen. But this line's the start of it. If we touch this line and then show movement towards downside, I will then take the SMT correction trade, and then we'll go from there. I think I'll be starting on the 5 minute. Maybe. Okay, let's open this up. Here we are. Let me just make sure that everything's recording and you guys can see me. Cool. Whoa, why did I press play? Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, I didn't look at the charts. Maybe I saw a little bit. That's really annoying. That's so annoying. Oh my gosh. Whoa. I think I'm brain rotting right now. Okay, so that was kind of tragic, I guess. But, you know, whatever. We move on. Okay, so when I am looking for a trade, I will not place prior to 8:30. So right now I'm going to kind of live off some hope and hope that price doesn't really hit these points before 8:30, which it fucking did, bro. Oh my gosh. Serious? I can't go in the future like that, because then guess what happens? I'll see the 1 hour candle. Okay, so we touched that point in our pushing towards the downside. Now every trade I take today can possibly be a trade I would take or a trade I'm testing out. So I'll let you guys know, because you'll basically hear me let myself know that this is going to be a trade I would take. So, you know, ew! What type of fill is this? All the way down here? This would have been a break-even point, my dog. Dude. Oh, come on. Okay, guys, sometimes this happens, and I'll talk about this in other videos, but my break-even point may have just been hit. This might have been like a really good break-even point to use, which is 40%. Literally one candle, bro. Fuck off. Okay. I guess I'll be looking for maybe... Whoa, dude. What's going on, bro? This could be good. Could be good. This could be really good. This could be good. I wasn't gonna trade highs because we had touched this point. Okay. I wasn't gonna do that at all. Sometimes this is how it is. And I am just gonna go in the future a little bit. I want to see what's up. Yeah, this retrace is pretty fucking wild. Okay. It's a good enough retrace for me just to say, okay, now we're going down and I can't trade up anymore. So that's cool. Break-even points all hit. I'm gonna go to the 4 hour and see if there's a fair value gap that maybe I should be careful with. Or maybe I should see. Okay. Wow. It's a pretty big retracement. Okay. Well, now I'm looking for shorts, right? We're in this 1 hour fair value gap, and I am looking for shorts. That's it. I'm looking for freaking shorts. Jeez Louise. Whoa, dude. Yeah, you know, I think that retrace is it's so fucking nice. I cannot go up. I refuse to move up. The probability of us moving up still is low. Is lower than I ever fucking could expect. So, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I'm looking for a short. I know a few people took a trade like right here, but I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing that. Do not think I'm copying other people. My strategy works best for me. We have a 2 minute here. This is not the best price action, though. At all. Really? Okay. Oh, 1 second. I am back. Okay. I am not placing a trade until I see fucking inversion of a fair value gap. Okay. I want to see us go below these points. Or one of these points. Oh shit, we just went down. I was gonna check on the 5 minute. Yeah. Yeah, sure, we inversed a 2 fucking minute, but guess what? We just touched into a 5 minute. So, like, what the fuck? Can't do that. No can fucking do. We touched into the 5. That's just so sad. Okay, Nope. I want to see us. Yeah, I remember. I wanted to go under this and then have this be my break-even point this other 5 minutes. We did not do that, did we? We did not do that. No, we fucking did not. In fact, all we did was I think we kept going up. And I don't fuck with that bullshit. Yeah, we just kept going up, and I'm not doing that. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no, Jigsaw. What the fuck? Yep, so, guys, basically today was an easy back testing day. I'm not marrying my bias, but you gotta understand that, hey, if you know you shouldn't be placing a fucking trade to go long or go short because of specific reasons, and you know your profitability or your probability is absolutely mogged by the horrible market you now are faced with, are you going to really place those trades? No, you're not. That's how you never become profitable. Some days you generally just cannot, or you genuinely cannot trade. Some days you genuinely have to leave the market or just wait, scroll on your phone for a little bit, see what price is doing, and then eventually leave the market. So with that being said, I know I've been lacking on YouTube just a little bit. I'm going through some shit, and I am lacking, to say the least. This video, I hope, is maybe a little bit helpful. You guys can kind of see how I trade. I'm going to put some live trade recaps in here too in the future, near future. But with that being said, I will see y'all in the next video. Peace out.